All right, it is inaccurate to say that a diet high in refined sugar cannot cause adult onset diabetes since or because a diet high in refined sugar can make a person overweight. And being overweight can predispose a person to onset diabetes. All right, so our conclusion here is that it is inaccurate or it is wrong to say that a diet high in refined sugar cannot cause onset diabetes. And we're saying that because a diet that has these things can make a person overweight, and then being overweight can cause a person to be diabetes. So right now, so we're saying that if you have this like high diet or diet high in refined sugar, that can cause that person to be overweight, and being overweight can cause a person to have diabetes. And so our conclusion is saying like it's wrong to say that, or it's wrong to say that this does not cause this because this causes to be overweight, which then in turn causes that. So we're going to look for something that has a similar chain. So A says it is inaccurate to say that being in cold air can cause a person to catch a cold. All right, so I like this so far because we're saying that it's inaccurate to say that being in cold air can cause a person to catch a cold since colds are caused by viruses. Okay, and viruses flourish in warm, crowded places. Okay, I don't like this one because we're bringing in a new variable. Like we don't have 4 variables in ours. We're saying that how do we know viruses flourish in warm areas? For this one to be right, it would have to say something like, it's inaccurate to say that cold air can, well, one, and it's saying can cause. Ours says cannot cause. So I'm just going to go ahead and cross this one off. All right, B says it is inaccurate, or it is accurate to say that no airline flies H to W. Okay, so we're saying it's right to say that no airline flies. So if you're an airline, you don't fly H to W. No airline offers a direct flight, although some airlines have flights from H to B and others have flights from B to W. I don't like this one because we're saying that it's accurate that nothing goes from H to W. And then our reasons for that is saying like, yeah, but there's these other connections between them. So I'm going to go ahead and cross that one off. C says, it is correct to say that overfertilization is the primary cause of lawn disease, since fertilizer causes lawn grass to grow rapidly, and rapidly growing grass has little resistance to disease. I don't like this because we're switching from going from over-fertilization to fertilizer. So fertilizer causes grass to grow rapidly, and rapidly growing grass has little resistance to disease. So little resistance. Well, cool, but that doesn't mean that over fertilization, this is almost like an extreme thing. So we're saying like the more you have of this, the more that this is going to cause. So that's not the same structure. D says it is incorrect to say, so I like this because it matches our it is inaccurate. So it is incorrect to say that inferior motor oil cannot cause a car to get poor gas mileage. So we're saying it's wrong to say that not having good motor oil, so inferior motor oil cannot cause a car to get poor gas mileage. So we're actually saying that inferior motor oil can cause poor gas mileage, since inferior motor oil can cause engine valve deterioration. So we're saying that since interior motive oil can cause engine valve deterioration, and engine valve deterioration, sorry, I'm drawing bad, can lead to poor gas mileage. Yeah, I love this because we're matching up that interior motive oil causes this other thing that causes this thing. So in turn, we're saying it's wrong to say that this cannot cause this, and it actually does. So D is going to be our answer. And then E says, it is inaccurate to say that Alexander the Great was a student of Plato. Alexander was a student of Aristotle, and Aristotle was a student of Plato. So I feel like this is the most selected wrong answer. Why is this wrong? So we're saying that it is wrong to say that Alexander the Great was a student of Plato. So essentially here we're saying that Alexander the Great was not a student of Plato. So Alexander the Great was not a Plato student. And our reasoning for that is Alexander was a student of Aristotle. So I'm going to say an Aristotle student, and Aristotle was a student of Plato. So yeah, this goes wrong where it says it's inaccurate to say that Alexander was a student. This would be more correct if we said that it is inaccurate to say that Alexander the Great was not a student. And so that's why E is wrong and D is going to be our answer.